Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening in this season and how is Carrie changing?
Sure. At the start of the season, it's a 2-year time jump from the end of season 4, and a lot has changed for Carrie personally. She's left the CIA. She's working in the private sector. She's the head of security for a philanthropic organization, and she has a boyfriend who she's living with and is very in love with. She's really connected to her 3-year-old daughter. She's happy for the first time probably in her entire life.
My head of security, Carrie Matheson.
She goes on a trip to Lebanon, and there's an attack. And she assumes the target is her boss, this very, very wealthy man, but it turns out she is in fact the target.
Your name is on a kill list. Somebody wants you dead.
So that's kind of the engine for the season, and she has to figure out who is after her and why, and that brings her back into the fold of the CIA.
Look at it. It would violate my agreement with the agency. You can take the girl out of the CIA, but, you know.
It takes place in Berlin, in Germany, so it's exploring, politics in Europe. So it's kind of more of a classic spy story, sort of John Le Carré territory, and a different feeling, a different flavor from what we've seen in the past.
And action.
I don't quite know how Alex Gonzo, the showrunner, and his team are able to anticipate world events, but they are able to make certain inferences and gather insights that make the show incredibly relevant and current, and sometimes even prescient.
Nothing has made the world more dangerous in the last 15 years than the foreign policy of the United States.
All that suffering and nothing changes.
The terrorists are still out there, and that problem is not going away.